A group of police officers and men of the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority have been caught in an extortion scheme using the traffic light at the Isheri Bega area of Lagos State. After Punch Metro received a series of complaints from motorists who had fallen victims to the law enforcement agents, they went to the community on Tuesday, June 28, and observed as car owners were stopped on the pretext of violating a traffic rule. The correspondent, who disguised as a hawker with a bag of popcorn and nose mask on his shoulder, watched for over 4 hours as the syndicate operated. The group mainly exploited motorists seeking to connect from the Baga-Isheri Road to the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway using the old traffic light. The reporter noted that the green arrow of the traffic light runs for about 20 seconds before indicating the amber and the red light. However, it does not do countdowns. Motorists who leave the waiting line before 17 and 19 seconds when the green light is still on are arrested as soon as they get to the road linking the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Our correspondent observed as the Lastma officials and policemen stopped motorists and pointed their attention to the traffic light, which by then had turned red. Punch Metro also noted that the motorists were stopped on the instruction of a pot-bellied man who entered the vehicles. The man with two others, also in mufti, entered at least 2 Toyota Camry cars and did not alight until after a stop at a POS terminal shop. It is, however, not clear if these 3 men are policemen, traffic officers, or agents of the syndicate. While the investigation lasted, our correspondent also noticed coordination among the uniformed officers, numbering 7. Any motorist who insisted on verifying his offense was taken to the officers in the traffic warden box, who readily confirmed their offense. The motorist is then taken to the POS point to withdraw money for the officers. Commuters who took the route regularly, as well as those who had businesses around the vicinity, appeared to be aware of the extortion at the junction. While also disguising as a driver who had just been arrested for a traffic offense, our correspondent visited some POS operators within the vicinity and confirmed the extortion had been going on for a while. One of the operators said that is what they do always. They bring people here to withdraw money after they had been arrested, and the amount their victims withdraw from us ranges between 10,000 naira and 60,000 naira. Another POS operator, however, suggested that our correspondent should offer the officers 5,000 naira, saying the law enforcement agents would take it. A motorist who identified himself as Taiwo and claimed to be a recent victim said he was also accused of moving when the traffic light was red. He said that the day he was arrested, one of them who was in a mufti forced his way into his car and was joined by another officer, and they ordered him to drive towards the state secretariat, Alausa. He said at first he could not even wrap his head around their allegations that he beat the traffic light, but he just kept driving. It was during the conversation that he suggested that he bail himself out before getting to Alausa, where his car would be impounded and may not be recovered again. Then they began to negotiate. It was in the course of the negotiation that the Lastma official asked him to make a detour from the express back to the passage under the Otedola Bridge, as he drove back to Bega, where he took him to a POS vendor. This was after he declined that he do transfer to him. He said he gave the Lastma official 5,000 naira. Another road user who gave his name as Tokumbo said that he was stopped twice at the location. He said that the first time it happened, he challenged them that he did not commit any offense, and of course, he called their bluff. He also threatened to take them up, so they allowed him to go. The second time it happened, he didn't take it lightly with them since he knew what they were up to. It was after he reacted that they started asking him to give them something, and he refused. Punch Metro observed that the extortion point is close to the Isheri police station. The Lagos State Police Public Relations Officer Benjamin Ndein denied knowledge of the extortion ring. However, the Lagos State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Gbenga Omotosho, said that the state would do something about the traffic light. Meanwhile, a human rights lawyer, Iniebe Efyong, said motorists had rights to demand their offences.